Swinford, honored principals, Northrop staff, parents, graduates, and distinguished guests. I, Diani Patel, am honored to be standing before you as valedictorian. Today, we graduate from Northrop High School, and this moment would not have been possible without the people who supported us through every test, every deadline, and every late night cram session. To our teachers, our friends, and most importantly, our families, thank you. And I want to give a special thank you to my dad for always believing in me and reminding me that I could do more. Do you guys remember our first day? The nerves, the chaos, the pure confusion of trying to find room 1800? We walked into Northrop like mice, wandering in a maze. But now, we walk these halls like we own them. We know which routes to take to avoid slow walkers and crowds standing in the middle of the halls. We know which water fountains actually work and which bathrooms are, let's just say, less sketchy. Somewhere in these last 4 years, this maze became home. Also, in these past 4 years, we grew academically and personally. We took on jobs, we pushed through 8 p.m. dual credit classes, and we learned that real growth comes from success, but also from the courage to take risks. For me, that doesn't come naturally. I'm shy. I stay safe in my comfort zone. But hey, why not? So I tried out for tennis. Now, if you saw my forehand during freshman PE, you would have definitely told me to try a different sport. But I tried anyways, and I made the team. It was brave and one of my best experiences of Northrop. Then I signed up for painting too during senior year, even though I hadn't held a paintbrush since the 7th grade. How bad could it be? Well, the first week, Mr. Platt was throwing out terms like value scale, and I was trying to figure out how not to get paint on my hoodie. But I tried anyway, and now I paint like a pro. At least that's what my mom tells me, and moms are never wrong, right? Now, I can't talk about Northrop without shouting out one of the most iconic teachers we've had. If you've ever taken U.S. history with Mr. Day, you know his class was part lecture, part comedy, and part trivia game. And if you didn't know that his favorite ride at Universal Studios is the Spider-Man ride, well, you definitely found out on the test. We learned that history doesn't have to be boring, and that review games can be fun, except when you have negative points. Speaking of iconic teachers, I can't forget Mrs. Burks and Mr. Edmond. Their pre-calc and calculus classes were a unique mix of stress and fun. Graphs that made our heads spin, and 2-day tests that made our hearts race. But their jokes made it bearable, whether it was singing in Mrs. Burke's class or playing the set game in Mr. Edmond's. They made even the toughest days a little brighter. Their classes taught us to push through confusion, laugh through frustration, and try our best even when sleeping.